I got my first ever brand deal last year, 2024. But guess what? By February this year, I got my first international brand deal and I was paid in dollars. So unbelievable. Yes. And what I want to do in this video is to show maybe small YouTubers, small influencers, small content creators, how they can go about getting their first brand deals. Or if you have probably been in the content creation space and you're finding it hard to get even more brand deals, I'll show you how you can bag them. So if it's something you're interested in, keep watching. Hello beautiful people and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, you are definitely welcome. My name is Cheta and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are in the right place. Please make sure that you hit the subscribe button so that you're part of the family. To my returning guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I really appreciate you guys. Okay, again guys, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and just interact with this video so that I can help other creators, small creators and influencers just like you to get their first brand deal. I mean, that's what we want here, to be getting the money left, right, center. Okay, and yeah, without a lot of rambling guys, let's jump into today's video. So as I've already talked about, today we'll be talking about brand deals. I mean, everybody, every creator, the end goal of trying to create content is so that you can make a living off of it. And I'm sure a lot of you are like, how do I get my first brand deal, even with my small followers, with my small content, how I'm managing myself? And I'll just tell you some things that will help you in this video. The first thing I want you to know is that if you want to get your first brand deal in this year 2025, you should focus on growing your platform. You should focus on the posts that you make. Don't be hyper focused on the brand deals. Focus on growing your platform. Focus on your community. Focus on building yourself. If there's one thing I have learned over the years of creating content and how I actually got my first brand deal, it is that brands reach out to you off of what they see that you put out and the kind of content that you put out. Most of the brands that I have successfully worked with actually reached out to me and said, oh, I love your videos. I love what you do. Can you help us influence for this? Can you help us create videos for that? And that is how it is basically. So the first thing you need to do is to do a focus on growing your community, building your platforms, growing your social media. Do not be hyper focused again on the brand deals and all of that, because if you are doing that, then you might not get that brand deal this year. Okay, when it comes to brand deals, all platforms are lucrative, and I'm talking TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, even Snapchat. But if you know that you are interested in international brand deals, you should definitely be putting more emphasis on your TikTok and your YouTube. Those platforms is where you actually get a lot of international brand deals. Okay, while you are building your platform, if there's one advice I will give to you, it is design your rate card. And what is a rate card? A rate card is basically a payment card that shows what you charge, maybe for one real video or one long form video on YouTube, or when you post for a brand, this is how much you charge. Design it and keep it down. Now I'm telling you this ahead because myself, I had to design a rate card as at when I already got like a brand reached out to me and said, please share your rate card, because that's what most brands will do. Yeah, so just prepare it and keep it down. And if you want to maybe learn how you can design a rate card, you can go on Canva. There are so many templates there. That was where I got my template that I used to create my rate card. Just create something very easy and straightforward. For one real video, I charge this amount. For multiple real videos, I charge this amount. If you want a long form video, I charge this amount. Just make it pretty much visual and straightforward so that the brand can easily just see and pick whatever they want you to do for them. Now, while you are still very small and you're building your platform and all of that, another way you can attract the attention of a brand is actually by using their product and service and actually showcasing it on you and tagging them. So maybe I use Omo the detergent to wash my clothes and I tag them. That is a way for you to make a brand notice you. I personally have gotten brand deals off of that. Maybe I post for a brand and they reach out and say, oh, okay, we love this, we would like to work with you. And it's pretty much easy. So if it's while you're trying to build your platform, you should definitely do that. Okay, and then it gets to a level where when you start creating videos, brands now start sending PR packages. What are PR packages? These are marketing tools. So a brand can, maybe like Omo brand, now they see that you're a content creator and they can send you a pack of Omo. Just to maybe to appreciate you for being an amazing creator and say, oh, okay, we love what you do. Here's our product. Now, while you're a small creator, I always advise people to create videos off of the PR package that's sent to them. Now, it doesn't have to be an appreciation video, because that's one thing people don't get. People think when you're creating videos for PR packages, it has to be, thank you so much, Omo, for giving me this. Rather, create videos like, my shoe was so dirty and I picked up the Omo detergent and I used it to wash. So show them your creativity at this point, so that they can now start saying, oh, okay, we think this girl is really creative. We might want to do further jobs with her. So this is your opportunity to showcase what you can do and what you will bring to the table if they eventually employ you. Another thing that you should build right now when you are still trying to grow your platform is your content portfolio. Now, this content portfolio is just showcasing your insights. Maybe I have 30,000 subscribers on Instagram, I have 2,000 on TikTok, I have this on YouTube, and aside that too, it's also good to show your views. So maybe I've gained 17 million views on Instagram, I've gained 30 million views on YouTube. So you're showcasing your number of views as well, like your analytics. You're telling them this is what you have and this is it. So just in case they want to hire you, basically. So you're showcasing, oh, this is my insight. This is the number of following I have across all platforms. This is the number of views I have grown over a certain period of time, maybe over 3 months, 2 months, 1 month, and you're just telling them that, so this is the kind of audience that you'll be getting to see your content to. So yeah, design your content portfolio is very important, because you will definitely need it when you want to start pitching to brand, because that's another thing that you need to know that you would definitely do as a creator. Now we'll be talking about pitching to brands. So send brands messages. Sometimes I send brands messages via Instagram, or I send them emails. If I get their email address, like I'll send them an email with the interest to collaborate, and I'll send them a message. So basically what you're telling them is, hi, my name is Cheta. Here's my social media analytics. I have this type number of followers on TikTok, and I have so amount of views. Well, I discovered your product or service, and I've been using it for a period of time, and I think that my community would benefit from using this, that. So I think I'm interested in working with you. Please let me know if it's something you are open to. If you listen to what I said, there are so many key things that were in this proposal that you sent to a business. This could come via email, or you can send them a social media message telling them, please, can I send you an email? And they'll send you the email to send the appropriate email to. Mail too. But the most important thing is, one, you're introducing yourself, you're sharing your insights, like your analytics with them on your social media platforms. You're telling them that you love their product, probably you have used it before, and you're telling them the value that, oh, okay, I think my community will benefit from this feature or that feature or this product or whatever. So I'm interested in collaborating and working with you. Please let me know if it's something you're interested in. And that's pretty much straightforward. So be free, be ready, be open, send messages and emails to as much brands as you can. You never might tell who would be interested in working with you. For the most part, do not expect so much from these emails you send. Even myself, since I started working with brands, most of the brands that I have worked with were the ones that actually reached out to me. You get me? The ones that I reached out to, have not really gotten something substantial from it. But you never can tell. Maybe they've not seen the email. Maybe they will still see it. They'll come across it one day. Just reach for the sky. Send as many emails as possible. Very important you do that. I think it's also important for me to mention that getting brand deals takes a lot of time. It's not something that happens very easily. So just be patient. Do not just expect an overnight miracle. It's like applying for a job. It's like, it takes time. So don't force it. Don't stress out about it. Rather, put all the energy on your content. And like I said, the brands that will appreciate the work that you do will definitely reach out. Now, what I want to do is to share some tips that I think that would help some of you. Okay, so I want you to know that influencing for a brand is like influencing for yourself, right? Whenever you get any brand deal, put all your energy into it, because you never might tell who is watching. There's many brands that have followed me or have reached out to me for brand influencing, and they told me that they've been following me for years, like years, and they've been watching me and they're interested in working with me. So they've been monitoring you, watching you, seeing what you're giving out, and they feel, okay, this is the right time to actually work with this person. Another instance about selling yourself is that I know someone who has reached out to me to say that they want me to work for them in their company as a customer service representative, because they love the energy, the way I speak and the way I go about my content. That's another thing. Another person reached out to me for the same job offer, saying that my consistency. So you need to it's like selling yourself. You need to be consistent, you need to show up, you need to put in your best in every single video, even the ones you don't get paid for, because you never might tell who is watching. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is having different rate cards for different types of organizations. They're small scale, they're middle scale, they're large scale organizations. What I charge for a large scale organization is not what I charge for a small business or a middle scale business. So it's very important for you to differentiate. Don't just have a flat rate, because sometimes you'll be underpaying yourself, if that makes sense. So let me give an instance. Maybe Binaton reaches out to you to influence for them, a known brand. I'm just speaking something random, and maybe a small scale food business vendor that sells small chops around your area. I don't expect you to bill them the same way, because you would be shooting yourself in the foot by billing Binaton the same price you'll be billing a small scale business. So have multiple rate cards for different kinds of businesses or categories or sizes or whatever. Just have that at the back of your mind, that every business is not the same. Now, because you are a small YouTuber does not mean you should go below your production cost. What do I mean as a production cost? As a content creator, if content creation is your full-time job, it means that you're paying yourself, you're buying data, you're paying yourself for your time, right? You're buying data, and maybe if you have someone working with you, because sometimes myself, I have to get my sister or my friends to film with me, and they cannot just come empty-handed. I need to give them something. It might not be maybe fiscal cash, but buy them something, just appreciate them, so that next time when I need them, they will show up for me. Now, do not go below your production cost. Maybe like now, if you know that typically when you buy data and do everything and sum up, this is a random figure, you spend 10,000 naira, then you say, okay, because this is your first brand deal, you now say, okay, give me 2k. Right? If you're doing it free from the goodness of your heart, maybe because of the experience, that's different. But don't go beyond your production cost. And this is the reason why I'm saying this, is because sometimes I've tried it before. I've gone beyond my production cost for a small scale business because they pleaded and begged me and all of that. But guess what? The small scale businesses will even stress you more than the large scale businesses, because they are small. They want a lot of things from you. They want you to grow their website, their social media. They're giving you a lot of terms and conditions. So don't go below your production cost because you want to work for a business. If you want to do it for free, that's completely different. Maybe for the experience, or maybe to add it to your portfolio that you work with this brand. But if that is not your reason, don't go below your production cost. Okay, again, like I earlier mentioned, your proposal is going to highlight your insights, that's number of views or followership you have on different platforms, and all of that basically is also going to highlight that maybe you enjoy using their products, and it's going to highlight the community that the benefit that your community stands to gain from it, which in turn will make them gain value from your community. So they're getting something, you're getting something, your community, like it's a handshake. So you're not just telling them, I want to work with you, and you stop there. Give them insights, tell them that, okay, you know about their products, or maybe you even use it, and this is what your community will benefit from it. That is why you're reaching out for you guys to work together. That's very important. Don't just... You get. Ladies, try not to over sexualize yourself because you're trying to grow your platform, because if you do that, you'll be missing out on a lot of brand deals because your analytics might not match up. Let me give an instance. You're a lady who has about 100,000 followers, right? And because you over sexualize yourself, out of that 100,000 followers, 80% are men. If a skincare brand, because you know skincare brands are more focused on the female for the most part. If a skincare brand reaches out to you and asks you for your analytics, and they see that the male people are more than the female people, you would miss out. So try not to over sexualize yourself because you're trying to grow your platform, because it would only end up attracting maybe the audience that you are not gunning for, and then it will make you miss out on a lot of things in the near future. Remember, there are brands that will follow you for a while before they eventually reach out. So be very, very emphatic on the kind of content you put out, the quality of the content. Like every content you drop must be quality if you want to really build yourself to work with a brand in the near future. Don't just push out any and everything. Of course, do you, but just try to maintain some kind of, will I say, uniformity, or just kind of awareness that, okay, I'm trying to create a corporate portfolio for brands to see. Okay, while you're still building yourself now at the early stage, if a brand reaches out to you and says, oh, we want you to create a video in exchange for maybe a product, not payment, and you want to gain that maybe visibility, or you just want to add that to your portfolio that you've worked for the brand, go for it. What I mean is, if a brand reaches out to you and says, oh, okay, we can offer you clothes, or we can offer you these perks and that perks and whatever in exchange for you to create a video. If it's something you're open to, go for it. If it's just to help you maybe build that portfolio that, oh, you've worked with brands and all of that, is very important. Okay. And when it comes to brand, again, like I said before, reach for the skies. The least that the brand will say is, no, we are not working with you, or yes, come on board, but just reach for the skies. Like I said, send as much proposals as you need to send. And yeah, this year we are getting our brand deal. Okay, now that we know what to do, let us put in the energy to do all of that, and you will definitely see yourself testifying before the year 2025 runs out. Okay, all right guys, I think that's basically it. If you have any more questions with regards to brand deals, how to get them, if anything was not clear enough, ask them in the comment section and I'll definitely respond to them. If you have any other maybe content creation information you want me to share or create a separate video about, do let me know in the comments as well. And yeah, like I usually do, I always try to shout out small YouTubers to give them a push, to encourage them, because when I started I needed it, and I know how difficult it is to grow on this YouTube streets. Okay, so yeah, today's shout out goes to at IJ's Diary. She said, hi Cheta, I discovered your channel when I was searching for ladies in tech. I have been a silent viewer. Please, I'm interested in the shout out. I just started my vlog channel. So she posts about vlogs, lifestyle, and I did check her out. She is doing so well. Please go and support her, encourage her by liking, subscribing, and if you want your own shout out, let me know in the comment section name of your channel and what you do, and you just might be the next to get a shout out. Guys, please do not be playing with this section of the video. Encourage these people, because when it gets to your turn, you want them to encourage you, so go and encourage them. Okay, all right, that's it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, if you have any question, you know where to drop them in the comment section. All right guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.